A city burning, screams echoing through the night. And at the center of it all, a goddess. Not just any goddess, Athena. The virgin warrior, the strategist, the destroyer of Troy. But who was she really? Why did she hate Troy so much? And how did she orchestrate the greatest city's downfall? Stay with me, because this story will change everything you thought you knew. Let's start at the beginning. Athena wasn't born like you and me. She was born from Zeus's head, literally. Zeus had swallowed her mother, Metis. He feared a prophecy, a child stronger than him. But Athena grew inside his skull. One day, Zeus had the worst headache imaginable. Hephaestus split his head open with an axe. Out came Athena, fully grown, fully armored, ready for war. Her symbols told her story. The owl, wisdom; the olive tree, peace through strength; the aegis, protection and terror; the spear, strategic warfare. She wasn't like Ares, the god of war. Ares loved bloodshed for its own sake. Athena? She loved calculated victory. She was patron of heroes. Odysseus, her favorite. Perseus, she guided his hand. Heracles, she aided his labors. But here's what made her dangerous. She held grudges, long ones, and when Athena decided you were her enemy, your city would fall, your legacy would crumble, your name would become a warning. She didn't just defeat enemies, she erased them. Her virtues were many: wisdom, strategy, crafts, justice. She taught humans to build ships, to weave cloth, to tame horses, to cultivate olives. She was civilization itself. But civilization has a dark side, and Athena knew how to weaponize it. Remember this about her. She never forgot an insult. She never forgave a slight. And Troy insulted her deeply. The destruction of Troy started at a wedding. Peleus and Thetis were getting married. All the gods were invited, except one, Eris, the goddess of discord. She was furious, so she crashed the party anyway. She brought a golden apple, inscribed with 3 words, "To the fairest." She tossed it among the goddesses. 3 goddesses claimed it: Hera, queen of the gods; Athena, goddess of wisdom; Aphrodite, goddess of love. They needed a judge. Zeus was smart. He refused to choose, so they picked a mortal, Paris, prince of Troy. Each goddess offered him a bribe. Hera promised power, rule over all of Asia. Athena promised glory, victory in all battles. Aphrodite promised love, the most beautiful woman in the world. Paris chose Aphrodite. Big mistake. That woman was Helen of Sparta, already married to King Menelaus. Paris sailed to Sparta. He seduced Helen, or she fell in love with him. The stories differ. Either way, they fled to Troy together. Menelaus was enraged. He called on all Greek kings. They had sworn an oath to defend Helen's marriage. The Trojan War began, and Athena, she was watching, furious, humiliated, vengeful. Paris had rejected her. He chose beauty over wisdom, lust over strategy. Troy would pay. Not just Paris, the entire city, every man, every woman, every child. Athena's rage knew no bounds. But here's the thing about Athena. She didn't rush into battle mindlessly. She planned, she schemed, she waited. The war would last 10 years, and Athena would spend every moment plotting Troy's total annihilation. The Greek army assembled, over 1,000 ships, led by Agamemnon, with Achilles the greatest warrior, Odysseus the cunning strategist, Ajax the mighty defender, and Athena guided them all. She appeared on the battlefield constantly, sometimes in disguise, sometimes in full divine glory. She turned the tide of battles. She protected her favorites. She killed Trojans with her own hands. When Achilles fought Hector, Athena was there. She tricked Hector, disguised as his brother, told him to stand and fight. Hector believed her. He faced Achilles and died. She protected Diomedes. In one day he wounded 2 gods, Aphrodite, Ares. How did a mortal accomplish this? Athena lifted the mist from his eyes. She let him see the gods clearly. She drove his chariot. She guided his spear. But Troy had gods too. Apollo supported them. Aphrodite loved Paris. Ares sided with the Trojans. Even Zeus, showed them favor. The war became a stalemate. Year after year, death after death, neither side could win. Then Achilles died. Paris shot him in the heel, his only weakness. The Greeks were demoralized. They considered leaving, abandoning the war, going home as failures. Athena couldn't allow that. She whispered to Odysseus, the man famous for cunning, the man who thought like her. Together, they conceived a plan so brilliant, so deceptive, so devastating, that Troy would never see it coming. Imagine you're a Trojan. You wake up one morning. You look out from Troy's walls. The Greek camp is empty. The ships are gone. The beach is deserted. After 10 years of war, after 10 years of death, after 10 years of siege, your enemies have vanished. Could it be? Is the war over? Then you see it, a massive wooden horse, standing alone on the beach. Beautiful, mysterious, enormous. The Trojans debated. Some said burn it. Laocoon, a priest, warned them, beware Greeks bearing gifts. He threw his spear at the horse. It thudded against the wood. If they'd listened to him. But Athena intervened. She sent 2 sea serpents. They strangled Laocoon. They killed his sons. The Trojans took this as a sign. The gods wanted them to accept the gift. A Greek prisoner was found. Sinon was his name. Actually, he was a plant, part of the plan. He told the Trojans a lie. The horse was an offering to Athena, built to gain safe passage home, made too large to fit through Troy's gates, because if Troy took it inside, Athena would protect Troy forever. The Trojans believed him. They tore down part of their own wall. They dragged the horse inside. They celebrated all night. Wine flowed freely. They thought they'd won. They thought the war was over. They thought they were safe. Inside the horse, Greek warriors waited. Odysseus, Menelaus, Diomedes, and others, handpicked by Athena herself. That night when Troy slept, when guards were drunk, when no one was watching, the Greeks emerged. They opened the city gates. The Greek army, hidden nearby, rushed in, and Athena led them, with spear raised high, with aegis gleaming in firelight, with fury in her eyes. What happened next was massacre. Not war, massacre. The Greeks showed no mercy. King Priam was killed at his altar. His son Hector's infant son, thrown from the walls. They couldn't risk revenge. Women were taken as slaves. Queen Hecuba, Andromache, Cassandra. Buildings burned. Temples were desecrated. Troy's treasures were looted. But one desecration went too far. Ajax the Lesser found Cassandra. She had taken refuge in Athena's temple, clinging to Athena's statue, seeking sanctuary. Ajax dragged her away. He violated her, right there in Athena's temple. Even Athena was appalled. Yes, she wanted Troy destroyed, but this was sacrilege. Her temple, her statue, her priestess. Ajax had crossed a line. The Greeks didn't punish him, so Athena turned on them too. She asked Poseidon for help. Together they destroyed the Greek fleet. Many ships sank on the journey home. Ajax himself was struck by lightning. Only Odysseus escaped her full wrath, but even he wandered for 10 years. Athena's anger had limits, but her memory never faded. Troy was gone, burned to ash, its people dead or enslaved, its walls crumbled to nothing. A warning to all mortals: never insult a goddess, never reject Athena, never underestimate her capacity for revenge. So, who was Athena? She was wisdom and warfare, strategy and destruction, civilization and annihilation. She helped heroes rise, and she made empires fall. Troy insulted her once, just once, and she spent 10 years erasing them from history. The lesson? The gods are not your friends. They are forces of nature, beautiful, terrible, eternal. And Athena, she was the most dangerous of all, because she never acted in anger. She acted with perfect, calculated precision. If you learned something today, hit that like button, subscribe for more mythology content, and remember, the next time you see an owl, think of Athena, think of Troy, think of what...
Thank you for watching till the very end. If you're still here, it means you truly enjoyed the story, and that means the world to me. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, and share this video with someone who loves mythology as much as you do. Your support helps this epic journey continue, episode after episode. Once again, thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. And I'll see you in the next chapter of Trojan mythology.